We're getting set for Week 15. I want to talk about a few things that I think we're not giving enough love to. We do this every Wednesday, and I want to start in the AFC. And let's pull up the odds on FanDuel Sportsbook here. If you look at the bottom of this list, plus 1,000, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not a sleeper team, highest floor in the business. They are tied with the Texans for the fourth longest odds. And their odds are more than twice as long as Baltimore's, even though they have a 2-game lead on the Ravens in the AFC North. I think it's fair to say we're underreacting to the Steelers as the best pick if you're picking an AFC team outside of the Chiefs. You can't bet against the Chiefs, but if you were to be like, okay, it's not the Chiefs year, which it's probably the Chiefs year, do you feel better picking Buffalo, or do you feel better picking the Ravens? Or do you feel better safest? Where do you go? You know, I'm at a point in my life, I'm listening to Christmas jazz in front of the fireplace. I'm no longer like out till 3 a.m. swinging from chandeliers. I sort of want the safe, secure pick, and that is this team. It doesn't make them not sexy, but they aren't sexy in the way the other ones are, with the high ceiling that people get excited about. Sure, Buffalo can drop 40 on you any given moment. It's exciting, it's sexy, it's a motorcycle ride, okay, in the rain with a guy. I get it. Trust me, I get it. The Ravens, they've got the two of the most exciting players in the game, always keeping you on your toes, sweeping you off for a weekend to Italy and back in the same swoop. I get it. The penthouse at the Ritz in Paris. I get it. The Chiefs can find a way to win in any situation. That's a safe pick in its own right. But I'm looking for security, and I think Pittsburgh has the highest floor. That's what I want to get out there in the world. They have the highest floor in the NFL in all phases of special teams. I mean, come on, something that to write home about here. You know what you're getting. Take a look at this. The only squad in the AFC with a top 10 scoring offense and a top 5 defense is Pittsburgh. It's a team that forces turnovers at a higher rate than anyone. Also, they care about the ball. They're not giving it up. A team with Super Bowl winning head coach Mike Tomlin, a Super Bowl winning quarterback that I think people are pointing to as, I don't know if he can do it. He's done it! There's other guys you guys love that haven't done it. And then you got this guy, Danny Smith Hammer. Talk to me. What has stood out to you about this team, about special teams, about whatever you want?
Yeah, the special teams have been a big factor here, and it doesn't get talked about enough either. Chris Boswell, he's made 36 of his 39 field goals this year. And listen to this. He's on pace to score the second most points in NFL history. The only person that would have more, is LaDainian Tomlinson from his 31 touchdown season.
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you find this, you sicko?
I did some digging.
What? Okay, so that's big.
Yeah, so he'd be sandwiched in between LT and Hall of Famer Paul Hornung from the 1960 Packers on the all-time scoring list for a single season.
Oh yeah,
which
Paul
is pretty
Hornung.
cool. Yeah.
Who do you think you're talking to? Okay, these Steelers, they're well-rounded, they're complete. What's the flaw? What do you think people would point to as the flaw? Russell Wilson?
I think people are still hesitant on Russell.
George Pickens' health is a little scary because those go balls like to go his way.
Yeah, but I would think at this point you hope he's back, as long as he's back in shape for the playoffs. I think people are still hesitant on Russell, but he's given them no reason to be this year. He's looked awesome. Their
defense is so good. If you look at, you're thinking of the other contenders. Like, Ravens haven't really found the rhythm, even though they have what it takes. They can definitely turn it on. Buffalo, I do have questions about the defense when you compare them to the Steelers. But it's what wins championships. What do you think? I mean, there's a saying for a reason, as Aqib Talib told us, all I'll say. And even, so we went through the Danny Brown of it all. They're consistent. They might not be sexy, but they're secure. At a certain point, that's all you want. You want to know what you're coming home to every day, okay? You want to know what's for dinner.